1, 2, 3, 4.
Flucht, nach vorn. It means literally retreat forward. Retreat in the opposite direction of retreat. Retreat into battle. So it's attacking from a position of defeat. And it's good. Of course, it's a contradiction, as many of the best things in the German language are. It's the Hail Mary pass. It's over. The game is over. You're defeated, and you got 1 second or something. And what you do, you just throw the ball and you pray, and maybe it will succeed. And it's one of those things that are so spectacular that if you do win against all odds, out of defeat, out of the position of defeat, winning the game with a Hail Mary pass is more spectacular than just winning. And that's what Flucht nach vorn is. It's when you have nothing left to lose. See, at that point, when you have nothing left to lose, then why not attack? I mean, if you're defeated anyway, it's like, you're in the job interview and you flub it, you say something stupid, the boss looks at you and you know you're not getting the job, and you leave the job interview and you know they're never going to call you back, and you say, well, wait a minute, I can go to the next bar and have a drink. Or you can just go back in there and say, wait just a moment, I need this job, I want this job, I want you to listen to me. And you just do something so spectacular and unexpected that it gets their attention. Or you're in a bar at a dinner party, you're talking to this beautiful girl and you say something really stupid and, she rolls her eyes and it's over, you've blown it. And so you can either walk away and chalk it up to experience, or you can say, wait a minute, if you thought that was stupid, I have something even more stupid, listen to this. That's the kind of thing that probably works in a movie, but not in real life. But still, you could try it because you have nothing left to lose. And that's Flucht nach vorn. I kind of admire that. There are some people in life, in fact, that I don't admire at all, who have done this. L. Ron Hubbard, for example, science fiction writer in the 30s, 40s. He was, he wrote for the pulps. You don't make much money writing for the pulps. He had a family, he was struggling to make ends meet. And at some point he said, look, I can either admit defeat and go, take a job as a teacher somewhere, or I can take my ability to write to another level and just do something so outrageous and so desperate that no one will expect it. And it either has to be massively successful or massive failure. And so he wrote this book, Dianetics, which is full of science fiction. It's psychology, religion, and science fiction all mixed together. And he formed first a psychological movement and then a religion. It became massively successful. It was his Hail Mary pass. It was his Flucht nach vorn. Or another guy I don't particularly like, but I gotta admit, it's a good story. Donald Trump. He was successful all his life. He started out, in a rich family. He did his business, his real estate business was successful. It failed as often as other real estate businesses fail. It had the debts that other businesses have, but in generally, it worked. The hotels were being built, right? And he had his private jet, so he was successful. But he was much hated by everyone, and so he went into TV. He went into all this stuff, and he tried to be a celebrity and something that people would look at and admire, and no one admired him. No one respected. Everyone made fun of him. He really is the laughingstock of the world. And I imagine him saying to himself, looking in the mirror and saying, look, I have a success, but I'm never going to get the respect. I'm never going to be admired. Everyone's laughing at me all the time. So I can just accept it, or I can go all the way with it. And he did. He did this Hail Mary pass, and he became president of the United States against all odds. And now, people still laugh at him. Everyone hates him all around the world, but they fear him too. It's kind of a parable that even when you're defeated, you're not really defeated. There's always one last thing you can try. You can always win out of defeat. Chances are you won't. Most Hail Mary passes do not work, but you could try it. You don't have to accept defeat.
1, 2, 3, 4.